So, you want to be a level 2 defender. Well, to guard the ball while being away from the ball means to establish a position from which you can do the following. First, you must be able to give immediate help to your teammate guarding the ball. What does that mean? If the ball is driven around your teammate and threatens to enter the highway, you must be in a position that allows you to stop the ball from getting into the highway. Second, if the ball gets into the highway, you must stop it from being shot in the highway. Third, your position must discourage and prevent any pass into the highway. You might be discouraging a pass to the post, or you might be anticipating a flash into the highway by your own player. Fourth, while you are protecting the highway from a drive or a pass, your position must allow a quick recovery to a level 1 position on your own player. This means a technically correct, speedy closeout is an essential skill of the level 2 defender. In fact, I can't say enough about correct closeouts. They are an essential part of every level because they keep the action in level 1. Fifth, if the ball changes locations by a pass or a dribble, you must be able to readjust your level 2 position to reflect the new location of the ball before it can be driven or passed into the highway. Your goal as a level 2 defender should be the same goal for your entire team at level 2. To guard 2/3 of the floor and to keep the ball out of the highway while offensive situations are occurring, and to do so without switching. I'd like to give a simple rule that will apply universally for all positions and for both levels 1 and 2. Point to your player and the ball at all times. When you're one pass away, this puts you in an open stance in the gap where you can give quick help on the drive and yet still deflect the pass. When you're more than one pass away, this puts you in a helping stance where you can see both the ball and your man without turning your head. When you're defending in the post, one hand pointing at the ball puts a hand in the passing lane. If your player has the ball and passes to another perimeter player, you are immediately into level 2. Depending on the coach, your level 2 position will either be denying the return pass or playing in the gap to protect the highway. Regardless of which one is used, you've got to make this transition from level 1 to level 2 as quickly as possible. There can be no pause, no hesitation in switching to level 2. If you hesitate or relax, you'll get burned on a give and go, or you won't make it to your level 2 position in time to give help. You can assist yourself to make this quick transition between levels by learning how to jump to the ball. This means your feet should follow the direction of the pass and allow you to arrive at your level 2 position on the air time of the pass. This habit will prevent your player from making a front cut give and go, but it won't prevent a rear cut give and go. So, along with the jump to the ball habit, you must be ready to backpedal with the cutter or snap your head, drop step, and switch your hips in order to stay between the ball and your player. When your defender's on the weak side, how deep should you be in the highway? Example, you might be on the line of the ball, but how far along that line should you be? This can change on the abilities of the players and what level we're talking about. But let me give you a rule of thumb. If the ball is above the free throw line extended, then have 1 foot in the lane. If the ball is below free throw line extended, then have 2 feet in the lane and straddle the midline. How far into the highway or how deep in the gap should your level 2 position be? It should be close enough to stop penetration before it gets into the highway. It's that simple. Each player knows how quickly they can react and how much ground they can cover. Each player should make their own adjustments. But the level 2 defender cannot stop with simply giving help and stopping penetration. Help and recover should be a single, indivisible word in basketball. You must recover to your player in a manner that does not give up a shot or a drive into the highway. Although closeouts are a part of every level of defense, it really stands out in level 2. If you can't close out properly, you'll be exposed in level 2. Your feet should be moving while the ball is in the air. Don't wait to see the ball caught before moving. Recover on the air time of the pass. The more difficult recovery is one where you've stopped dribble penetration and now must recover to your player. This usually requires a drop step and a sprint to close out without the use of the airtime of the pass. Very few recoveries are in a straight line because the level 2 defender is mindful of not letting the receiver drive straight to the basket after catching the pass. You must take an angle with an eye on the probable driving path.
What we're concerned about is the footwork and the techniques for taking this charge. It's the same principle whether you're in the post stepping up to take a charge or whether you're a guard stepping across. So we'll take a look at it from the guard position, but just know the principles are the same. As the penetration comes, you're going to slide across, and same principle applies. The closer the offensive player gets to you, the lower you need to get. So by the time he gets to you, it's that 4-inch fall. You've got your forearm out, good roll, and then you're back up again. So all the same principles apply, except the one players have the most difficulty with is falling in the direction of the penetration. A lot of times players come, and if they're even just slightly late, come in and hit me, I end up crumbling to one side. And that's an obvious block to the referee. So you've got to ensure that you get both cheeks down and that you're falling in the direction of the penetration. If he can step around you, chances are you haven't fallen in the direction of the penetration. So let's just take it as a walkthrough. You can go back up top. And just at walking speed, the closer he gets, the lower you're going to go. Here we go, walking speed, slide across. And back up again. He can either commit and slide over and take that charge, or he can just give the impression that he's going to take the charge. And at PGC, we call that a skirmish. It's the illusion that you're getting there and stopping the penetration, when actually you're going to recover back to your player. Or you may skirmish and then at the last second actually step in and take the charge. And the goal is to make the penetrator become indecisive. You want to make the penetrator become indecisive so that he doesn't know whether he has the lane or whether he has the pass. And very few players skirmish effectively. In fact, very few players skirmish at all. I attack, and now I decide I skirmish and recover, or let's back you up again. And we can just have you get right down the lane so you're going right down the lane line. I skirmish and step in and take the charge. And the skirmish is really effective if you're a post player. I'm defending the block, penetration comes, I skirmish, challenge, skirmish, recover, skirmish, charge. It's both effective as a help side defender from the wing and the post.
Your closeout has 3 priorities. Step 1, do not let the receiver shoot a rhythm shot. Bother the shooter. Step 2, block the drive to the highway. Step 3, cut off the baseline drive. Now there's one more priority that should accompany every closeout. There should be 4 other closeouts of a similar nature. The 4 teammates that are not closing out on the ball should be closing out on their level 2 help positions behind the closeout. The help behind the closeout is more critical than the closeout itself because the good offensive player will usually beat the defender who's closing out. Let's look at 2 positions that prevent or discourage the ball from being passed into the post. There's 2 good things and 2 bad things about a dead front total denial position on the post. When using the 3/4 stance, you either deflect the pass or you recover to a square position. There is no in between, it's one or the other. Now, regardless of whether you front the post or 3/4 of the post with the ball on the wing, your level 2 positions are the same when the ball leaves your wing and is passed around the perimeter. The post defender must stay up the line of the ball and on the line of the ball. Let's look at these details given a 3/4 denial stance.
Throw in here. Good. Kick it out. Show me. Yeah. Now, excellent. Now stay. I call this up the line and on the line, right? Go ahead. Show me your position. Here's what I like about this. You're not on his hips, because if you get on this guy's hips, he's a good post player. you're dead. They're going to use you, right? So I want you to keep that position. Go ahead, show me this. Pass over there. Adjust your position. Still up the line, on the line, right? A little more. I'll tell you why, because I don't want him flashing in here. And I think if you're a little below the line, he'll step right in, flash right in on you, you know? So I think you kind of got to be on the line of the ball and up the line of the ball. Go over here and adjust your position. Right. Very good.
If the ball is passed into the post defender must switch to a level 1 position and keep the ball out of the highway. With the ball on the wing below free throw line extended, the weak side defenders should be in their level 2 positions with both feet in the lane. This allows them to give quick help if the post makes a move to the middle. I like drills that have no one standing in line. So here's how I can get lots of reps helping and recovering in a short period. Split your team into groups of 4 with 1 ball per group. The emphasis of this basic shell drill is for the players to move on the airtime of the pass to their level 2 positions.